Welcome everybody to my channel. It's the March. You see how I did that there? It's the March. That's my new name on here. I didn't want to use my original name. I felt like, people, has that name, and it's, it would be hard for you to look me up if I use that name. So that's my, that's my YouTube name. It's the March. And that's how I'm going to come on here and say it every time. It's the March. I'm actually in a library, so it's like, but I'm in a soundproof room, so nobody has came said that but I don't want to be too loud. But people wasn't here yesterday talking loud. Like, I don't understand. Like, people would be saying, oh, it's a library, it's quiet, it's supposed to be quiet. Libraries aren't really quiet. Let's get that straight. Libraries are not really quiet. People be talking loud in places, in a library. Yesterday, when I was here yesterday, people was in here talking loud. So, me speaking like that, saying, it's the March. Come on, now. Y'all can't get mad. Y'all can't say I'm disturbing. It's a lot of people talking loud in here. So, yeah. I want to welcome you to my channel and say good afternoon or, good morning or good evening to anybody that sees this. On my, where I'm from, I probably won't be uploading this until later on today. So, like later tonight, maybe sometime in the evening time, around 5 or 6 maybe, I'll upload it. Maybe a little later than that. But it's going to be uploaded today for sure. And I wanted to also mention it's not going to be an everyday thing for me. I'm not going to upload, back to back. The only reason why I'm doing it today is because, and yesterday is because, I'm just starting. So I want to get used to being in front of the camera, being in front of, knowing that I'm going to be talking to a couple hundred or a couple thousand. When I get bigger, I'll be talking to maybe a couple thousand people. So, I want to get used to, being in front of the camera. So it's like, that's why I'm doing it back to back today. So, still, like, if I'm looking everywhere, you're like, where the hell are you looking at? The camera is right here, and it's like I'm just looking at the screen. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking on this side. I'm not looking at the actual camera. I'm just looking at the screen. But, yeah, I just want to be, I want to be up, I want to get used to it. So that's why I'm here today recording again. And another thing, I get nervous. I'm a shy person. So that's another thing. Like, I'm really quiet. I can be, quiet. I can be around people that would, I would be around my friends, and I can be like, up, by myself in my own area, minding my business, even though my friends are in a group, laughing and talking and joking, or maybe inside of a car, I'll be in the car with them, and they'll be like, I'll be so quiet to the point where they say sometimes, I forgot you were here, because that's how quiet I am. And as you can see, I'm more open up today. So that's going to be a little bit more better for me. I will be opening up more. So that's another reason why I want to do it like this, because I want to be able to open up. I don't want to be like yesterday and be like that all the time. And, I want to give y'all me, the real me. Like, I'm not going to fake. I'm not going to bring y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. I'm not going to fake it. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm going to be honest. So, today's video, I'm going to be talking about myself. I'm going to be talking about my times in school, and not like elementary or middle school. I'm going to be talking about my time in high school, because that was the time period for me where I was like, really, things were happening with me at that point of time. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. And if the lighting isn't that good, I'm sorry. I'm trying to just work with the lighting that I got here, because I forgot to charge my two little lights that come with my tripod. I forgot to charge it, so so if it looks a little weird, I apologize, but I hope you can understand what I'm saying. You can still hear me. You can still see me good. But yeah. So that's what's today's video is gonna be about, is me in high school. But like I said yesterday, I wanna do a variety of things. I don't wanna be just talking about myself. I want to give you a lot. I want to give you myself majority of the time, but I also want to give you gameplay and, like I said, reviews on wrestling, reviews on music. It doesn't matter. Let me know in the comments what you like. Let me know in the comments, what you enjoy if you're a wrestling fan. Let me know. I like watching WWE. I like watching AEW. I never really watched TNA, or when it was TNA and then they turned it to Impact and then it got back to TNA. I never really watched it, but I heard it was good, and I heard that they've been doing real good lately. But so yeah, let me know if you're a fan of wrestling. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you're a fan of music, let me know. I'll talk about music too. It doesn't matter. It could be hip hop, R&B, pop, rock, even a little reggaeton. Because I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but I have a friend that I've been talking to. She's like somebody that I'm getting to know, and she's Mexican, so she's been putting me on to a lot of that type of music, and I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy it. I may not understand, even though I'm half Puerto Rican. I may not understand, but I enjoy it. I may not. Them songs be jamming. Bad Bunny, all Becky G. I listen to a lot. I listen to a few, especially like people that she like sends me. She'll message me somebody, or she'll message me like a song, and I'll sometimes look them up on my Apple Music. But yeah, I'll let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about, or what you want me to review. I'll do my best to do that for you, because like I said, I don't do anything. I'm mainly I'm free. I may have something going on here and there, but I'm free most of the time. So I'll upload a video whether I'm here or I'll be back at my house. I live with, a few of my nephews, a couple of my nephews and niece, so I would probably have to make sure it's quiet enough, or maybe I'll go when, they're working, or I'll probably do it early in the morning, you know, because I wake up early, and that's crazy. Before we get into this discussion today, I'm sorry if I'm wasting time on what we're asking him to be talking about, but I gotta say, man, I forgot that quickly. But I would say, like, you know, I'm gonna be uploading. I can upload at the house. So whenever, the only time I know I can't upload when I'm at the house is a Monday, because that's when my youngest niece comes over. She's like about, I believe she's got to be turning 3 this year. I believe she's turning 3 this year. Or I could be wrong. Honestly, I don't keep up with any of my nieces or nephews' birthdays. I believe the only one I know for sure is my oldest nephew. I know when his birthday is. And that's the one who I live with at the moment. Because, you know, my sister, before she passed away, she was living in an apartment with 4 bedrooms. So instead of me moving out, going somewhere else, we just stayed there and switched everything around. So, you know, my nephews and my niece lived there as well with me. So that's why I say, if I do it at the house, I gotta pick and choose what time I do it. I can do it in the morning. And matter of fact, I just popped up what I was gonna say just a couple seconds ago. I can go to sleep late and still wake up early, sometimes refreshed. But I don't do anything, so when I wake up in the morning, sometimes I'll go back to sleep because I don't have nothing to do. If I had somewhere to go, I would stay up and get ready to go. But most of the time, I'm asleep. Yeah, I would wake up. Like last night, I believe I went to sleep around, or should I say this morning? I think I went to sleep around, maybe sometime around 3, sometime after 3. I think I went to sleep. So yeah, my sleep schedule is all over the place. My sleep schedule is really all over the place, but I would love to fix that, but right now I can't. But I will be working on that. And pardon my 5 o'clock shadow beard, because it's like I shave. Like I do shave my head. I shave my head. I shave my face, but I try to keep it like on I try to like keep it on like a every other 2 day type of schedule, where I shave and then 2 days, 3 days after I'll shave again. But sometimes that stuff don't be working, cause I be forgetting. Like, and then the next thing I know, my hair is like this, and then the next thing I know, my hair grows back a little faster. And I'm not ashamed to admit, excuse me, I'm not ashamed to admit, this is why I shave now, because I don't have any hair right here anymore. So yeah, it's funny, but hey, I love keeping a bald head, to be honest. I don't gotta worry about spending money at the barber shop, anything like that. I can just shape up myself because I keep a goatee now, so I basically do everything myself. Like, I don't have to spend more money, especially because the barber shop nowadays be like $20 something, $30 for a haircut and a shape up. It's like, nah, I can't do that. So that's why I keep a bald head. Even in the winter time, I still keep a bald head. I don't care how cold it is outside. I'm still keeping a bald head because I don't want to I don't want to deal with that. Plus, with my hair not really growing back right here, it's like when our hair grows back, it's like, you know, I got hair, like, you know, little pieces of hair in the front, but everything else it just grows back, just like, yeah, it looks stupid. So it's like I don't want to deal with that. So that's why I keep a bald head. But enough of that. I want to get to the topic of today because I've been talking for like 15 minutes so far about nothing. But hey, I'm trying to open up. I'm trying to, you know, get the feel of everything so I can come on here every time like this. You know, I don't want to come up here shy and stumble over my words every time. Like, I want to come on here and be like direct with y'all. But yeah, on to the topic. Once again, for like maybe the second time maybe. Welcome to my channel. Okay, today's topic is gonna be. I'm sorry if I seem to look that way. I can't I have a problem with that where I can't seem to look straight. I always got to turn my head, and I'm getting. See, if I keep doing this, I will get used to it, and you probably won't see me do this like this anymore. But on to the topic of today. It's about my time in high school, and I wouldn't say bullied, but I was made fun of a lot. As I mentioned yesterday, people make fun of me. So, you know, in high school, it was really hard. At my first 2 years of high school, it was hard for me because both those 2 years, I had people that were, I wouldn't say bullying me, but messing with me at times. And now I look back on it and laugh at it because it is funny. But because of the person I am, the type of person I am, I get real emotional. And of course, I'm a Cancer. I was born in July. So that could be the reason why I'm always emotional. But at that time, I was really emotional. And, you know, my first year in high school, freshman year, there was the student, I won't say any names, but the student that I was in class with, and he used to, like, make me jump, basically. Like, be like, rah! And, you know, my nerves are, like, all over the place. So, like, yeah, when somebody does that to me, I flinch. I'm not gonna lie, I flinch a lot. I really do. That's just how I am. You know, I flinch a lot. So at that time, I took that seriously until like maybe when I like close to the end of that school year. That's when I grew into it. But at the beginning, I was scared. Like I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was afraid. There were times when I was in the class. There was a time when I was in the class and that happened. He did that to me, and I was just sitting there like with a sad look on my face, and I was really like in tears. I wasn't piss poor crying, but I was like really in tears because I was really emotional. I was really, you know, I was really hurt by that because you know, that's just the type of person I am. I get emotional really fast. And like I said, later down the line, we became cool because he never meant that in a bad way. He was just getting a good laugh out of it. So that's why later down the line, before school was over, before that year of school was over, we became cool. But at that time period, when he first started doing it, I didn't like it. I was scared. I was afraid, and I never really spoke up about it. I just let it happen. And yeah, that was a real rough beginning start of my high school year. But like I said, we became cool after that. We was always cool. We just never really spoke, especially where I'm from, where I live. It's hoods involved. Like, I don't know if I could say it, but you know how California is. So in New Haven, it's the same thing but smaller. And he was a part of that part, and I was the other one. I never looked at myself as a part of that, but I lived in it. I've been living in New Haven since I was about maybe, I think I moved to New Haven, I believe I was 11 when I moved to New Haven. So, yeah, that period, and then when I started high school, yeah. So, people where I live at know who I am. So, anything that happened to me, if anything was to happen to me, I have people that support me. People would say nah, don't mess with him. That's how loved I was. That's how much love I had from other people around that area. And I still see them nowadays. I just don't go out. I'm grown now, so I'm in a house. I don't really, but I do speak to people when I go outside and go to the store or something, and I happen to bump into one of them, So, but yeah, I'm a real known person around my area. A lot of people know me, and my second year of high school, sophomore, I had the same type of problem again, but it was a little deeper than that. I also want to share one embarrassing moment I had, and it was, I'm not gonna say it, but I will say it like this. I was walking down the hallway, and you know how sometimes your backpack will lift the back of your shirt up. So that happened, and I didn't know. And people were laughing at me, so I didn't know what was going on until somebody came to me and said, my backside was showing. Oh man, I was so embarrassed. I didn't cry. I didn't get all upset, all emotional. I actually started laughing after a while because I was so embarrassed. And it wasn't it wasn't a little bit. It was the whole thing. I didn't know. I was oh, snap. So that was that. But another moment in time where I struggled at was this other person who who was in the same class as me. And he started doing the same thing that the other guy from my freshman year was doing. So, but this time I didn't take it like I did last time. I mean, I was still upset because that's just me. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't. Like, but, I look at it now and laugh. But at the time, I didn't like it. I did not like it. And it was even times where I was made fun of because what I wore. I guess, you know how people say, if you wear something and it smells, you can't smell it because you're used to the smell. So, one day I went to school with a hoodie on, and it was like a patchy type of hoodie. Not with like anything on it, but it was like a two-tone type of color hoodie. It was like light blue and dark blue type of colors on it. And I was sitting there and I could hear people, people talking and laughing behind me. And I can hear people say like, "Oh, I can't believe he came to school like that." And I didn't know, because like I said, at the time, what you can't smell, other people can smell. So that was a real embarrassing moment for me because I didn't know I came to school smelling bad. Got people in the back of me talking about me, laughing, and saying I smell and saying I stink or whatnot. Like, I didn't know that. So, and it's funny because at the time I came back to school like a couple of days later. I came to school with some new clothes on, or had some new clothes and some new shoes. And I remember the people that was talking about me was like bringing up the fact that I came to school that day smelling. So, yeah, that was a moment for me. Like I can't really remember middle school being rough. It was mainly the first 2 years of my high school experience where I was, made fun of, and, people do, people jump. But now people do it nowadays, I just laugh. I'd be like, "Oh," and I laugh because it's funny. But at that time period, I didn't take it as a funny thing. I got upset. And yeah, that was my time in high school. But after those 2 years, I actually had a good year, had a good run after that. Like, the rest of my high school years was good. Like, my best high school year, and I would not say because of this, but I will say my best high school year was my last year. That was my best high school year. And I graduated from high school in 2008, and that was my best year of high school. That was the one I really enjoyed. Not because I knew I was getting out of there, not only because of that, but the people I was around. And I had a good year that time. So that's what I wanted to bring to y'all today. Just a little something. I mean, I know it's about to be over a half hour, but because, I spent like 15 minutes or so rambling on about random stuff. But hey, like I said, I just want to open up to y'all. But, yeah, let me know in the comment section what you want me to talk about. Or even let me share your experience with me. If you ever had that type of problem, if you ever maybe even been bullied in high school or whatever, let me know. That's because I wanna interact with y'all. So please let me know. Anything, like I said in the beginning, I'm up to do anything. Any type of reaction, just let me know. Wrestling, gameplay. I don't know about the gameplay yet. I want to do gameplay, but I'm waiting on to get my PS5 because I want to get a PS5. And I'm waiting because right now I have an Xbox 360. I mean, not X. Did I really say Xbox 360? Well, maybe people got those. I meant Xbox One. So I want to get back on the PlayStation. So that's gonna probably wait for a little while because my Xbox One is kind of acting like a what. So I don't know if I can get that up and running again, where I can play some games on there. I'll hook it up and maybe I'll hook my phone up as I got it right now to my tripod and maybe put it in front of the TV and I'll play while it's recording. I'll do like a half hour or so on a gameplay or something. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. But I just want to say thank you for staying with me. If you not staying with me, but I hope you stay with me. But thank you for letting me share this with y'all. And, even bring this to your friends. And subscribe to my channel. This is going to be not like a daily thing, but, I'm going to be up here on the regular. I'm going to be on here on the regular. Talking about stuff. Talk about my life experiences. I'll talk about my disability. People with my disability, with cerebral palsy. Let me know. Let's talk. Let's react. Let's interact with each other because I want to do this. I woke up this morning feeling like I want to do this. That's why I made this video because I want to do this. And that's it. So, thank you. God bless you all. Stay positive and enjoy your day, or you're going to see this at night. So, enjoy your night, or wherever you are in the world. Enjoy your day. Yeah, enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Let's do this together. God bless you all. Peace and love. It's the march.